Yeah, man, it's the quality. You know what I mean? It's all about the quality and
Yeah, I mean that's with anything that you
right,
do, like, yeah, for sure, like, and especially like with what we're doing, like content creating.
right.
It's like people always want to be like, oh, you want to consistently release things, but it's like, quality over quantity.
Yeah, and that's why I brought you on is because you care about your quality.
Oh yeah, for
You care
sure.
about
Like,
quality and content.
yeah, and it took time to learn that because like in the beginning, I would like make a song and then just drop it. Like not even really learning like mixing or nothing. I was just like excited because I was like, oh, like I rapped pretty good right here. Like I'm gonna just release it.
Right.
But it took time to like really understand like, where like this is a craft you kind of want to release, what I'm saying, like good quality stuff.
Right.
But yeah, it's like it's dope.
It's
Like,
important. Quality is important. You know what I mean? All that shit is very important.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you a proper introduction, man. Melr
Yeah.
One, welcome. Welcome
Hey,
to the show, man.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's MELR. It's all right, no worries. It's all right.
It's all good. Aaron over there spilling shit.
MELR one, right?
Melr1. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start off with that. Explain to me your name. Like I was okay when you told me, Melr One, or I saw Melr One, I couldn't pronounce it myself. I was like,
Yeah.
Melr, you know what I mean?
I know sometimes I feel like changing my name should because like people be for that same reason. Like earlier in my show today, just to give like background, I came straight from Ontario. I had a show today. And
Thank you for that. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thanks for having me, dude. This is fun. This is dope. Like we tried like kind of
We
setting
did.
things
Yeah.
up like a while back, but
Because I go to the Valley a lot. Now, plan was to go with you
Yeah,
when I was in the
yeah,
Valley. Because I do
yeah.
go a lot. That's the hometown.
Yeah,
And
hell
Blythe
yeah.
is what, 30 minutes away?
Nah, it's probably like an hour and
An
a half.
hour, good hour?
probably. Yeah,
Yeah?
something.
Okay,
That's
all
dope.
right. Yeah, just
But yeah, no, I
got
feel
Glamis and all that.
yeah, nah, and but it didn't work out for whatever reason. But it's supposed to work out for this.
Hell
year,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
So you just got back from Ontario?
Yeah, I just got back from Ontario. I had a show out there, and then going back to the name thing, it's like it's the same thing because like people will be like, oh, Mellow One, or like Mel, you know what I'm saying? It's like but it's just taking time, whatever, like to figure out my name. But actually, I used to be like a graffiti artist in high school. Like I used to like just tag and
Tagging.
whatever, yeah. And actually that name came like because I didn't have a name in the beginning when I was tagging. Like I was just like I used to live in the Mesa, which was like the outskirts cities or little fucking community of Blythe.
Which is you're from? You're from Blythe?
Yeah, I'm from Blythe. So then you have like little outskirts town or city communities, whatever you want to call them, which is like we have Mesa, and then we have like the golf course, which would be like Mesa Bluffs, and then you have Ripley. But yeah, I was from the Mesa, so I didn't really have a name, and the homies were tagging, so I was tagging, so I would just tag Mesa Boys, like, cause that was like an old thing that my dad used to do,
Culture?
him and his
Yeah.
friends, yeah. So then I didn't really have a name, so then one day I was like, okay, I need to like make a name, cause like so I was sitting in Mr. Franco's math class, rest in peace, Mr. Franco, but I was sitting in his class and I was just like messing with my name. I was like messing with my initials, and essentially that's what I did. It was my initials, so my initials are ELRM. So I just threw the M in front of the E and came up with Melr, and then one just I don't know, like just like the only one, Melr
Yeah.
One. So yeah, that's where that name came about.
And your real name is?
Elias.
Elias. See,
Yeah.
that's got off from Melr One is off from Elias when you told me that. I was like, okay. Like,
See, and it's funny because I try to introduce myself, like, because it's weird, like going places or like, meeting somebody and being, or like in this industry, like when I go to a show or something and they're like, oh, what's your name? And they're asking for your artist name, but it's weird to be like, oh, my name's Melr One. You know what I'm saying?
is it still weird?
Yeah, it is because it's like, it's like a persona, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, well, you just got to accept like that's the industry you're going into. You got to accept your persona. You got to accept, you know what I'm saying? But even like times when I do try to like introduce myself as like the real person, it's like, oh, my name's Elias. We're like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that sounds like an artist name too.
Yeah,
That sounds,
so I'm like kind of screwed in both ways because it's like I give them Melr One, they're like Mellow. I'm like, no, my name's Elias. Elias, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like I can't win, but nah, I love my name. Shout out to my grandpa. I was named after my grandpa, so shout out to that.
Hell yeah. So going back to Blythe, like your dad used to do some low, like tagging stuff. I would say lowrider, same thing too, right?
My dad was he was like the gang banger type with his homies. They had the lowrider. It was that more like old school culture with like I don't know if you know the movie like Boulevard Nights,
right?
Like American Me type, like
Blood in,
those
Blood Out type shit.
Yeah, exactly, like those gangster type, like what I'm saying, cholo.
Which is the Valley, which is what we're from.
Exactly, yeah. So they were all into that, and then so my dad and his homies, they were like the Mesa Boys because they lived in the Mesa, you know what I'm saying? So they were the Mesa Boys. So then I wasn't really like a gangbanger, I kind of like got attracted to the art, so I became a graffiti artist. But then that's when that name came about because I didn't really have a
And
name.
that's where the culture comes from too, from your father and then, being involved with the graffiti and you know what I mean. Lowriders also, because that's where I come from. My background is lowriders. My father was doing all that stuff too. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Yeah. It's the same thing. It's like I think it's all. It's like I think just like creativism,
creativeness. It's
No,
alright. Yeah.
No, just like that creative like the whole process is like graffiti, like like your crew, your name, your like your cars, your clothes, everything. It's just all culture. It's all like you know what I mean.
Right.
So yeah.
So it's a different lifestyle going on in Blythe as far as like from the Valley, San Diego, because like you guys are its own thing.
I mean, like as far as the valley, like like Para Valley and stuff is what we're referring to. It's like it's all the same. I feel because especially out there, it's like all agriculture. You know what I mean? Like it's all like you know what I mean? Just fields.
Yeah,
and,
boredom.
Yeah,
boredom,
it's boring, and it's like especially Blythe. I mean, in Imperial Valley, you guys got like more things to do, but Blythe is like we're hanging on a limb. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, I mean, I feel like it's all in the same anyways because it's like we're just like I don't know. It's like it's almost one of those things where it's like we're all different, but that's what makes us the same type of thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The culture.
Yeah. It's just like it's like I'll go to Imperial and I kind of just feel Blythe vibes. You know what I mean? Or like I'll come out to San Diego and you still feel vibes from home because it's like especially like areas like this or like just like places that you go to in general where it's like you kind of just like pay attention to like your culture. So let's say like in Blythe it's more Hispanic people. Same thing with the Imperial Valley. We're all close to like the border and stuff. And then you go to San Diego or like places anywhere. You kind of like pay attention to the people of your kind. So it's like that culture just kind of
relates.
Yeah. You just find like resemblance in wherever you're at.
Right. Yeah. Because Imperial Valley is like a pit stop.
Yeah.
So is Blythe. Because you got the 10. You got the 8.
Dude, I think we have like 3, 4 like exits or some shit. I don't even know. Yeah, but it's like it's literally like it's funny because
that's a big highway. The 10. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to the 10 because without the 10, like it would be no Blythe. Yeah, for sure. But no, Blythe is dope, man. Like at the end of the day, it's home. So
it is home.
Yeah,
it's home. That's where you're from. That's where you're repping.
Yeah,
you're repping hard.
Yeah. Like for sure. Like I mean, I'm not like out here like going crazy on it, banging on it. But I always show love to home. You know what I mean? It's always home. Home is home.
Who's really banging nowadays? I mean, some people are, but
Hey,
now it's for the music. Like we're doing it for the music.
It's crazy because I remember like when I was like back in like high school, like the last bit of gang members like that were in Blythe, and I was starting to grow up and realize like why are you like banging like in Blythe? There's like a couple sides of town, but it's like not even big enough for you to be banging. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, but I mean that's
like
their
small
thing.
Culture.
Small thing, but I mean it's just like heads trying to butt. I guess I don't know, but no, it's all love.
Yeah, I see a bunch of Blythe in your videos. Like I do see a lot of.
There's like I try to like not. I mean, especially right now, because I feel like I've been like I sucked the creative juice out of that town because I was just like where else can I film? Right. But there's always little spots that I do like see that are like probably not shown or like haven't been used. So I do try to like film there. But yeah, like a lot of those films are in my town. Yeah.
And you broke it down to like from parking lots to like mountains to like your studio, your backyard. Like I see that. And
it's cool.
So the one where you're running, like that one was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, that one was fun, dude. That one was like damn. That took probably like 9 takes. But it was like I was constantly running. You know what I'm saying? He's taking like if you pay attention at the end of the video, my arms are all shiny because it's all sweat. Yeah. But it was fun.
And that was a cool video because I didn't see no one do that. Like shit, like that's fucking dope.
Yeah, that video was more a reference of like you work hard for what you get, and then finally you get to having your meal, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you work your ass off, you run, you do your thing, and finally you can enjoy the finer things of life. That's why I had like a butler and like a nice white cloth table, So that was that reference.
Like I didn't expect that. Like to be honest, the butler with the mask, right? I did not expect that. The last minute, I was like, oh shit, this is ill.
Yeah, shout out my cousin Jesse. He was the butler for that.
Yeah.
But it was just like
How'd you guys film that? In the truck? With the camera?
No, my car. Oh, well,
okay.
My car. So how did we film that? I think.
You're in the hood?
Oh, yeah.
You're in the hood?
Wait, who was driving then?
David.
David was driving for us? What the I don't remember that. Okay, so I guess my buddy David, shout out David. He was driving the car. Oh, yeah, because we kept telling him, like, hey, you're going too fast. Or, like, because this fool would, like, take off and he'd be going, like, 25 miles an hour. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm not trying to run that fast. Yeah. And then we had to get, like, perfect timing, like, from where the table was to where I started, you know, and I had to like perfect the timing of the beginning of the song to the end of the song, to, you know.
Also playing back the song, following the lyrics, everything,
Yeah, so what it was my homie David, he was driving, and then my brother was hanging out the sunroof recording, and then I was just following the car, my Honda Accord. Shout out
8
Honda.
takes, 9 takes. That's a lot of takes.
Yeah. And then it was like getting hotter and hotter, and it was like, fuck.
Yeah. And that way, I see that because I see the field. I see that field next to. And I also see the mountains. I see those mountains in the right. Far away. And that represents the valley. Like that's literally the valley where we're from and shit.
No, and it's funny because like I don't know. I think it was on Twitter. I did like an ad on Twitter, and I paid for some ads. And like random people were commenting, and they were like, "Where the hell is this for? Like, what the hell is this? Like, where's that?" You know, it's like, and to us, it's like, I mean, that's home, but to other people, they're like, "Where the hell is this for?" And like some random ass like empty location. You know, they're not used to seeing like mountains and like open plain fields. You know, but it, like again, like that's just the valley. That's like our home.
That's our culture.
Yeah, and to other people, it's like they just see buildings and like cars and you know what I'm saying.
Mountains and shit.
Yeah, it's just crazy to like see like different people's perspective.
Like a flat plane and shit.
Yeah. It's just different, like to see different people's perspective of like you know where they're from and stuff. But
and that's what caught my attention from you as you're an artist was you like spreading your word from away from Blythe.
Yeah,
spreading the word like away from Blythe, not keeping it in that circle, but also the creativity in your videos.
Yeah,
like that was like, oh shit, like this guy is serious about the music.
No, I've been trying to do like I'm not gonna lie, like it was a learning process as well. You know, like in the beginning, it was just like I said, like I don't really have like a team or like a big brother or like a you know somebody in my town like that's been doing this, and I look up to them. Like I literally like just started like on my own, like learning and like. You know, trial and error, like so it was just like a lot of learning, like a lot like I feel like right now I'm at a very, very, very comfortable stage where like I'm just like ready to like grind. Like,
are you setting the pave for Blythe? Is that what it is?
I'm sorry?
Are you like setting the pave for like Blythe as far as an artist?
I mean, maybe in my generation, yeah, because there's a couple other people in my town that have like attempted and have done things and have gone certain places. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? But they're a little older. Maybe they're like right now they're probably like in their 30s or you know, which you know they're a little older, so they're you know
probably different style.
It's like not. I mean, they're still doing their thing, but I just feel like right now I'm like you know it's just a different generation.
I think you took advantage of the media of the online stuff. You took advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Like when they were kind of doing their thing, like social media wasn't really cracking. Like I remember like. Being a kid and like seeing their flyers around town,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't really see flyers like in polls and stuff, you know, anymore. So that was when they were like grinding and doing their thing. So shout out to them. But like as far as like me, I do feel like I'm kind of like leading the social media younger generation in my town at least. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like in the most humblest way. You feel me?
I say it because I see that.
Yeah,
that's why I say. You know?
Yeah, that's dope that you see that. But yeah, like in the most humblest way, I really do feel like I'm kind of like leading that generation in my town.
If you want to be an artist, like go for it.
Yeah,
it's possible. It's not hard.
Yeah,
I mean it's not easy, but
not just that. Like because there's not that many people in town, or you know where I'm from, that like make beats or like have their own studios to where you could like if you're an aspiring artist and you want to go to somebody's studio, there's really not that many you know that you could go to. But I have like established a pretty like well location and also like have well enough knowledge to like know how to mix and master and make beats and produce or whatever you need. Like I can help you out, which is like I do open my hand to like a lot of people. Like I've had a lot of people come to the studio, like just off of like, man, I want to work with people from my town. Like let's build. But at the same time, not everybody like stuck to it, you know,
because a lot of their passion.
Maybe? Right, because like you know the rap game is like it's a lot of like, oh my god, that'd be dope. Let me release a song. Oh my god, I got all these likes. Okay, like I'm done. You know, but it's like it's like really pushing to the like besides the clout and besides everything to really want to keep going and like chase it as a passion. You know, it's like I've had dudes come in the studio and like you know I play the beat and then just like man like. Not really into writing something or like you know, and then that's all good, you know. Like at least you came, you tried it out, but you know, I just keep it moving.
You take it serious.
Yeah,
you take it serious. You're just like, okay, come on, don't waste my time a little bit, but
yeah, for sure. And like I said,
in the humblest way.
Yeah, like I said, like I'm always open to like having people come and work because I love working with people, you know, because I've spent many years just working by myself in the studio, and it's just like man, like I wonder if I had somebody here, like I'll be like, oh, what do we think about this bar? And luckily now I have like a cool little team, like
Right.
you know, we all have the same vision, so we're all working. But yeah, like I've always opened my arms to people in my town, you know, to like if they want to fuck with it, you know.
Like, so for example, would be like series.
Oh yeah, serious.
So you can fuck with, it's kind of.
Yeah. No, he was from Imperial Valley.
Right,
You know?
that's right.
Yeah, no, he was actually like he was honestly him and what they had going on. They were like an inspiration because when I was coming up, or like when I was growing up, they were already kind of like established. And I remember like being in fuck, I want to say maybe middle school. I don't remember. I was in middle school or something.
Like the whole 1907.
Yeah, and like I remember like hearing that name, and I was from Blythe, and I was like, that's when I was like really catching the fucking rap bug, and I was like, wait, who are they? And like I was thinking like, damn, those fools are from out of town. They must be big, you know, because they're making noise in my town.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I, you know, for whatever reason, you know that like you know they went their ways or whatever. But shout out Sirius, man. He's like.
So when did you start networking? Like as far as taking the music out of Blythe, when did you realize, okay, I gotta take this out to meet up series or meet up?
Oh, bro, it's probably like within this past year.
Is that really?
Yeah,
okay.
like barely, because like I'm telling you, this whole time I was just kind of like figuring everything out, like, and it's all, and it also goes back to like because I wear so many hats, like for instance, like I produce, I literally do everything. So it took me time to also realize like, okay, I was putting so much focus on like the music and the videos and everything that I wasn't really putting focus on like, okay, well, you have to expand.
Networking.
Exactly. Yeah. And like, it's just a learning process because I don't have no one telling me like, okay, well, you got this dope song. Well, we got to get it out of Blythe. We got to like, let's go to Indio. Let's go to Coachella. Let's go to Imperial Valley. Let's go to these surrounding cities and spread your music. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a learning process. But like, no, yeah, but definitely shout out Sirius, man. He was like one of the first people like that I had like really kind of connected,
right?
And he was like open arms.
That's how kind of we connected because he told me he fucked with Sirius, and then he told me he fucks with you. I was like, okay, like
yeah, you know what I mean? For sure. And I remember I had well, like I said, how I was mentioning earlier, I was listening to his interview for the Believe Me project,
right?
And I was like, oh, like that's when I was like paying attention to like I need to get out more, like do interviews, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I remember I hit you up. I think it was like Twitter, or I don't remember where I hit you up first. I think it was Twitter.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, and then yeah, we linked up from there.
Yeah, and now you're here, like, you know, it works out.
Yeah. So for sure, like it's just like a learning process now, like learning like, okay, I need a network because if I hadn't networked, or you know, I wouldn't be here. Like, you know, hopefully, like even if I get like a few, you know, people who listen to this, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that's more people who
you know, like this is for you. Like this honestly is for you to get your music out. Like that's where I'm like, you know, I'm the same page as you. I was like, man, I need to network too more to get my music, my podcast out there for the artists.
I feel like it's like we're both giving, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm giving you content and you're also giving me exposure.
Right.
And that goes with anything, like, and especially in this industry, because it's like there's like a lot of times where people feel like you work with somebody, but like sometimes people may feel like you're giving them more than what you're getting, you know what I'm saying? But I've always wanted to make sure that I was like with people who I work with, I've always wanted to make sure it was like we're equally benefiting, you know what I'm saying, and like the same amount, you know. But yeah, shout out to you, shout out to Sirius, because you know it's dope, and we're all from the Imperial Valley.
I was asking when you first came on here, is like, is Blythe part of Imperial Valley? I wasn't too sure, you know.
Yeah, no, I think Blythe is like Riverside County.
And
then it's like Palo Verde.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's its own thing.
I mean, we're all the same.
It's all the same. It's a bunch of fields, right?
Yeah.
So what the right thing to do was like, hey, so you got the music, and then you got you know, LA, you know, you got the surrounding cities. Was the direction going like to LA? That's why you did the Ontario show.
No, I mean, honestly, right now, like I'm just trying to like go wherever. Right. You know what I mean? Like I've last year, I want to say, was it last year? I don't remember. I think it was last year, or I don't remember. But like I got a little tour. We did like a 3-day leg where it was like we drove down to Texas, and I performed in Texas, and then on our way back. I performed in we performed in Texas, and then Phoenix, and then we had a show out in shout out No Label Tour or No Label Festival. All them, you know.
So get your feet with touring. That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, because you know I was realizing like I got to get out. Like you could post all day on SoundCloud, but it's like you gotta go push your shit. You know what I mean? Like,
there's always work after the work.
Yeah,
I stress on that a lot,
especially in this industry, bro. It's like it never fucking stops. Like, you put a song, okay, well, go promote it. Go tell somebody about it. Go, like, you know what I mean? Like, go get people. And then it's tricky because, like, in this industry, like, the more you tell somebody, hey, check out my music, check it, like, the less they want to check it out.
Oddly,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you gotta just find a natural way for people to listen to your shit, but at the same time promote it
without over promoting.
Without over promoting and bugging someone. So it's just like.
I think the best thing to do is just fucking put it out there. Keep promoting. Keep promoting.
For sure. Now, because I mean, before what I used to do is I used to be in people's inboxes, which is not a bad thing either. If you're doing that, do your thing. But you know, maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't, whatever. But like I used to be in people's inboxes, like, hey, would you retweet this? Hey, listen to this. Hey,
okay.
And then after time, I was just like, you know what, like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna just post this. Excuse me. I'm gonna like post this. I'm gonna like tell, you know, whatever. Like, and you know, I just like kind of came up with a different way of going about things.
Right.
You know
the real ones will fuck with you if they want to fuck with you.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, if it's good content, people are gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could promote all you want, but if your shit's whack, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, if it's good, it will get to people.
Right.
You know, and if it's not, then just, you know, work harder on your craft. That's why
the quality, the importance.
Yeah. That's why, like, I don't know. That's why, like, I think everything's just perfect timing. Like, right now, like, I'm really, really comfortable with my content, like, from videos to promotions to everything. Like, if you go on my Instagram, literally everything posted on there, I made it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, really comfortable with my content right now. So that's why, I'm really motivated to network and go out. Because before, it was like, if I go and network and like, or promote my things, I was a little bit like, damn, which song should I show them? Like, oh, maybe this one. But now it's like, oh, you can listen to anything.
Check out any track.
I'm comfortable.
It's all good. Everything is good.
Yeah. Now I'm like, you could look at any video or you could look at any song and like, I'm comfortable with it. But before, it was like, damn, let me show them this one because I think this one's better. But, you know, like, it just took time and me like really sitting and like perfecting my craft, you know, as of now.
Right.
So I'm gonna get better for sure.
How'd you get to that point? Okay, when you realize, okay, I'm ready. I'm good. I know I'm good.
Honestly, like, it just took time. Like, it's just like I had released my previous, because I released a project October 1st.
Right.
It's called Free Fall.
Yeah, the recent one.
Yeah. And that one available everywhere. Shout out, you know.
Yeah. We'll do the plug.
But but before that, I took like a 6-month break. Just kind of like, I was like, okay, you know what? Because I had before that, it was a project called damn, what's that shit called?
Faces.
Oh no. Face Fears. But then after that, it was These Days. There you go. These Days. So then when I released These Days, I was like, you know, doing my thing, promoting. But then I was like, you know what? Like, I need to like step back and like really, really like strategize this. Because rap is like, it's chess. You know what I'm saying? It's not checkers. You got to like strategize and like make your moves correctly. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got like this shit like that. It goes back to like releasing, you know, quality over quantity. Like, I've had like this EP that I just released, like every song on that project is at least more than like 3 months old. You know what I'm saying? But those are songs that I've been holding to like strategically release at a certain time to like, you know what I'm saying? So that I could like, okay, I'm going to promote that and then I'm going to shoot this video and like, you know what I'm saying?
At the right time.
Yeah, at the right time.
That's fucking interesting.
Chess, it's like, it's just like a strategic plan. Like even this whole week, we had like this whole week, it was like, okay, like promote this and then this is going to promote that. And then, okay, the weekend's coming up, so let's push, you know, Do Say, the song that I have, you know, on that EP. And it's like, and then I was coming out here to do this. Like, it's just like, you know, I'm saying things that I'm strategically doing in order to get the results that I'm looking for.
Right.
You know, and that's something I wasn't doing before, because before it was just like,
drop a single here, drop a single here. Yeah.
But you want to like also treat this as a business and as a like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even clothing, when they make like a new collab, they don't just like tell you right away like, oh, I'm working with this person. They kind of do it like, I don't know, where they'll drop something like a launch and they launch it and then they promote that for like a month or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, everything's strategic. Like, and it also took a lot of studying, because like I'll I do a lot of like, I'm really into the rap game. Like, I really study like the greats like Drake and everybody, and I'm like, oh, like I hear this snippet, but then he doesn't release it for like months, you know what I mean? And it's like a strategic thing. It's like, there's been times where I'm in the studio, I'm like, oh shit, like I can't wait to release this. I want to release this. But it's like, I can't just put this out right now, because it wouldn't make sense.
Right.
So it's like, let me hold on to this, create like either a project or like some type of buzz around it, and then promote it as like, you know, a big thing.
Damn.
Instead of just like, damn, this song's hype, let me release this.
Right.
You know, it's like you kind of want to just like, like, you know what I'm saying? Strategize your things.
And it's working. It's working for you.
Yeah,
I see that it's working.
Slowly but surely, but now we're coming. Yeah,
yeah. I say that because it's interesting, because the second time it got brought up, you know, as far as the hip hop being strategized, you know, you got to drop the song at a certain time because somebody's not listening to it. Like, you know, the homie just dropped an album the same day the Carter 5 dropped.
Okay.
So it kind of like, you know.
Oh, I hate when like
conflict.
I think I was doing the same thing. Like I had a date set for Free Fall before I announced it. I had a date in mind, and then I think like the next day, I can't remember who. What it might have been. You know, I think it was Lil. Wait, was it Lil Wayne?
Because the recent one.
Because it was Lil Wayne, and then it was Logic, and then who else released something on the same day? It was like a Friday. They all released.
I saw. I was looking at numbers.
Yeah, they all released something like at a certain time, and then I was like, okay, I can't release that because, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not really I might not get that attention that I like really want right now, especially because I'm like not at that level yet. I need to like make sure that it's like a dry time on Apple Music for me to, you know what I'm saying? So that like people could like pay attention. But yeah, like I said, it's just like that just goes back to like strategy, you know what I mean?
Talking about Dulce, you know, you're drinking Dulce, right? Dulce?
Yeah. Shout out Dulce.
Yeah, and then you have a song called that too, right?
Yeah. I'm not doing Dulce justice right now because I'm drinking it out of a plastic cup from 7-Eleven.
It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to like sip your cognacs and like hot, like, you know, good alcohol and glass. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like wine when they tell you like beer. You know, you pour your beer. Like some people like just dump the whole beer on top and then just starts foaming. But you want to like pour it on the side of the glass, nice, like, you know, like so that it doesn't foam up and then you lose the carbonation and then you lose the taste of the beer. But you know, it just goes to like those little like logistic things of like, you know, drinking. But anyways, it's doing this.
The mannerisms,
job.
The professionalism. Yeah, I get that.
Like the manners of how to really enjoy it.
Smell the wine. You gotta smell the wine. Like
exactly. Yeah. It's like you wouldn't drink like a fucking $100 wine out of like a red Solo cup. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So what was the meaning behind that song? Just drinking?
Nothing really. It's just I like it. Honestly, like I'm a drinker. Like, I used to be a big smoker, like heavy smoker. I used to be a big smoker, but then
some of your videos have smoking in it too. That's like
I smoke here and there. Okay, but like it's probably if I'm already drunk.
Oh, so, right, yeah.
I mean, but like if like sober minded, I can't really smoke like that. Like sober minded, because then I don't know. I get all like self-judged and like start thinking like what the fuck you doing? Yeah, like it's just weird. I'm just uncomfortable. Yeah, but like, you know, like alcohol just like obviously it gets you loose and just calm and like just chill
or relax.
So, yeah, so that's my, you know, that's my little thing. But yeah, like not to like promote it or anything either. You know, everybody, you know, do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like that song pretty much like I don't know, like I don't even know how like it came about. I started purchasing Dulce. Like I was always like gin. Gin was like, you know, like a big one for me.
Gin is good.
Yeah, and I drink everything straight. Like, you know what I mean?
No shit.
I like to enjoy it.
I was gonna say some gin with some mint is good, but
no, if anything, I'll do like gin and water.
Okay.
Or like gin, water, and like a lemon.
And does that get the creative juices coming out of you when you drink?
It does. For sure. Like I seen a quote. It said, "No poem was ever written drinking water."
Straight up, right?
You know what I'm saying? So like that always stuck with me. Not that I need to drink to, but it definitely does enhance my like creativity and like, you know.
Well, being in the studio, being like as far as hip hop game, like I'm around the hip hop a lot and I'm around studios a lot, and it's always, you know, you have to have a good time in the studio.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. Like
you have to.
Yeah, that's why like I turn my studio like I just like it's a vibe. It's an energy. It's like, you know, like imagine like going to like a cubicle in like an office and then just trying to like come up with a dope song. Like you might, yeah, you know, if you're able to like block out your surroundings, but like for me personally, like my surroundings and my energy and who's around me, like even the lighting, like it's just like it goes a lot with my creativity.
Everything.
Like, in my studio, like I have like lighting, I have like, you know what I'm saying, like I have, it's just a vibe, it's just the energy, you know, like, and then like I'll drink, but like I'm not just sitting there like getting fucking drunk, you know, like
you're getting work done.
Yeah, like I'll have a couple sips just to have like a little head change to like kind of like even if it's just like to like break the shell of being nervous to say certain things on songs, because like if you listen to my songs, I'll be saying shit, you know,
yeah,
like
it's real.
Like, and I'll be like talking shit, like not just like talking shit about people, but like you know, just deep things that like certain people probably wouldn't want
real shit
to be talking about. And
I gotta say it's real shit. I mean, because you talk a lot of. I was telling you. I think I made a comment to you. Talking about your lyrics, saying that I can relate to them. What shit that you talk about?
Yeah, like, and like, not to beat around the bush, but like right now specifically, like relationships. You know, like like women and stuff. It's like I'm like just trying to figure out myself. You know, like a line that stuck to me a lot from Drake. He was like, "I'm still trying to find myself, let alone a soulmate." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to figure out who I am. What am I doing? You know, let alone trying to like be there for another person.
Balancing life.
Yeah, it's just hard, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you're a new father, right? You're a new father.
And shout out to Sebastian, man. Like, that was dope. But it's like, balancing like being a father, and then like also like being there for my partner. You know what I'm saying? And then like dealing with like past relationships that I kind of still like linger with, and mess with, and like it's just
still trying to balance your artist lifestyle,
and then like imagine all that, and then I put it in song, and then like everybody's like, how could you fucking say that? How could you, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's just, it sucks sometimes, but it's like, you know what, like never jeopardize the art for people's feelings.
Right. You don't want to sugarcoat anything either.
Yeah, nah, like I would never hold back my artistry or my emotions for someone's feelings, because at the end of the day, like, I'm sorry you feel a certain way, or you may feel certain, but at the same time, it's like, it's self-care, because my self-care is more important than anybody, because if my self-care ain't right, then I'm not going to be right for you, or I'm not going to be right for my son. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, like the things that I talk about in music or whatever, like, it's therapeutic.
It's on therapy.
So like at the end of the day, like it helps me like just be like, just leveled, because I don't know, I couldn't imagine like not being able to express some shit.
Not doing music.
Not doing music in general, but like just like everything is just like, or like if I was in the studio and I was like, okay, I can't say that because this person might think something, or I can't say that because I used to think that for sure, but I was like, nah, you know what, fuck that. Like, I gotta just say things. If people end up like, if relationships break up, or if I lose friends, or if I lose whatever, like, oh well.
This is what you're feeling now. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling now. I'm gonna put it to the paper or whatever.
Yeah, like I'm not talking no lies, you know, because like I've had songs where like I was talking about certain homies, like unfortunately, where like, I lost homies for dumb things, where it just sucks, but at the same time, like, it's just. I'm not making shit up about you, I'm not here talking reckless. I'm just like
talking about your personal experience.
I'm just giving my inner thoughts about that situation, and it is what it is. But
and make a song out of it.
Yeah, and make a banger.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
Yeah, try to at least. Yeah.
And then you talk about your girlfriend or your.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like.
Because there's a video on there I saw where you're in the parking lot talking to a lady. I don't know if it's the same lady or not.
I think it was for Damn, I'm so bad at remembering my shit, bro. I think, what was that song, the one we did in Venice? I think it was, I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, one of them, I was like, talking to, you're just talking to a lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, that was pretty good.
But it was like a love song, right?
Yeah.
That was, damn, I don't even.
Apology?
No, not my apology. That was like, bro. It was when I was in Venice with Emily. It was like, fuck, I don't even remember.
Right, pull your YouTube up real quick.
Yeah,
that's always important reference.
I think it was. Oh yeah, Ain't No Love.
Ain't No Love.
Right? Is that the okay, yeah. Ain't No Love. See, that's.
I mean, look at your YouTube. I'm looking at your YouTube right now. I mean, that's
a lot of
creativity, man. Content. Yeah,
that's dope. I never even like looked at that layout like that. How like you pull it, like all the. It's dope.
I pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That song in particular, it was like, cause like like. You go through ups and downs, and like, you feel me, like no one's perfect, you go through what you go through, and like at the end of the day, like, shout out to her for giving me the love she gives me, and doing things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
this is one of my favorite videos there too. Like, as I was telling you about this one, what's that? The Weekend?
Oh, The Weekend.
The Weekend, yeah. This is a real good one. Plus, I like like where you filmed it at. I like the
That was a little kicking spot out there in Blythe. People go. It's called The View, and people like go post up and fuck
smoke.
Out there.
No, it makes sense.
I don't know what the fuck they be doing out there, but whatever they be doing out there.
You got the fucking
rainbow. And you know what? Like, I had planned to shoot this video, but I was like, okay, I need to know when. And I woke up that day and it was like cloudy, and I was like, okay, we gotta do it today. Like, I need this background, I need that cloud, and that was actually like the video that's out now. That was like the second take, because remember, I even had a different clothes.
Oh no shit!
And it was just raining, so my clothes got like wet and shit, and I was like, okay, I gotta go change. So I had a whole different outfit for that video, and then finally once like it started clearing up, we just went and did that video.
Yeah,
and yeah, it came out cool.
It is. So what is that? Is like that's what I say. Like that area. Like this video captures everything that I see from Blythe. I think.
Okay, yeah, I feel you.
Like right there.
That's like just an abandoned little spot on the main street, actually on Hobson Way.
Okay.
It's like we used to have a Foster Freeze,
right?
And there's like a little abandoned, like just empty lot next to it, and that's where I filmed that little car location in Milwaukee. And then the other spot,
that's the 10, right?
Yeah, that's the 10.
I keep focusing on the 10 because I'm the 8, like Interstate 8, I-8, like
yeah.
That's big.
That's where the I-8 came from.
Yeah, I-8 is Interstate 8.
Shit, that's dope.
Yeah, so it's ATE instead of the 8.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so I figured music passes by. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's hard.
I didn't want to put the number 8. But I just put ATE.
No, that's hard. That's dope. I was wondering. I was gonna ask you too. I was like, "Hey, why did you come up with I-8 podcast?" Because like, it's dope. Like,
Interstate 8.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. That's
Interstate
smart.
8. So I see the Interstate 10. Like that's key because interstates are key to our lifestyle.
Yeah, to our fucking life, like our whole life at all. Because without the 10, I feel like Blythe would be nothing.
Right. You're saying I made that comment.
Yeah. But it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I mean, shout out to the 10, shout out to the 8, shout out everywhere. But it's just like, I think even if the 10 wasn't there, or like, just like, even if, because there is surrounding towns like, no diss to nothing, but like, for instance, there's like a town called Ehrenberg, and that's like super like neglected town, like not neglected, but it's just like a part of Arizona where it's like on the border, but it's not, because the 10 runs right through Blythe. Right? It does. It's like half and half of Blythe.
So is Blythe on the border of Arizona? No, right?
Yeah.
It's almost there.
So like the border would be like, I don't know, maybe like 5-10 minutes away from like the actual city,
right?
And then you have the river.
Okay, Colorado River.
Yeah,
Colorado.
That essentially is the border.
Okay,
and then after that you got Arizona.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's cool.
It's just home. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
So you just finished filming the record, doing the records, and now you did touring, you're doing shows. Yeah. So you're doing it all, man. I'm
trying to, yeah. Especially with this one right now. Like like I said, I just released a project on the 1st, called Free Fall.
Why'd you pick the 1st? Most of the records drop, Friday or Thursday.
I don't know.
You picked the Monday.
Honestly, it was a Monday.
It was a Monday. It was the 1st.
I didn't even know. I don't even look at shit. Like, dude, I was just kind of like, I had this project, and
which is good because for a Monday, nothing's dropping.
Yeah. Shout out to that. Like, I don't know, but you know what it was? I booked the show of today, which we're on the 6th, right? Yeah, today's the 6th. Yeah. So I booked this show before the EP was even out, before I even like released it or submitted it. So I was like, okay, what the fuck is the point of me going to a show if I don't have nothing new to promote? So I was like, okay, the show's on the 6th. Okay, it was a Thursday, and I was like, okay, fuck it, the 1st. I gotta promote it. I gotta release it the 1st, so that I could promote that whole week, and then I go perform on the 6th on Saturday. Right. So luckily, I submitted it Thursday. I woke up Monday, and that show was live everywhere.
Hell yeah.
And and then Monday came. I promoted. Tuesday promoted. Do my promos.
The press run.
Yeah, press run exactly. Right now, yeah. And then I went to, and then here we are today. I came to do the show, and luckily, like I was gonna give you one too. Yeah. This week I made cards and shit.
Oh, hell yeah. It's very important, dude.
Yeah, to hand out for the show.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So this was a busy week because I just like rushed everything. Not rushed because it was like sloppy work or anything, because it's good ass work. Yeah. But I'm saying like in the sense of like, I just told myself like, all right, you just need to fucking do it. Right. Because I was always like, sometimes I just get too caught up in like, okay, wait, well, you need to do this first, or like you need to make a music video first, or like, but sometimes I'm like, you know what, like, I just told myself like, you need to like start telling yourself like you're gonna do things. So that's why like the 1st came around, okay, like we're on the 1st. So that pushed me to like, okay, I gotta get these cards done because I got this show. Okay, I gotta do this promo video because I gotta promote the EP. So every day post something. Okay, so now I got a video to shoot. Like, okay, like now we gotta shoot it. Like I started doing everything like deadlines. Right. You know what I'm saying? That way it could be like I have to get this done, rather than like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I'll wait until I get this or until this or I have that, or let me wait until I have this visual. Or
because if you wait, it won't get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Like fuck waiting, wait. That's why like I'm a big believer in like just work with what you have. Like like for those who don't know, I shoot every like music video, everything on my iPhone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I just take it to Final Cut and chop it up and do my thing, you know? And like I said, like it just work with what you have. Like, you know, sometimes of course we want the most extravagant music video or like big budget, but we're not there yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta work to get there. You feel me? So it's like right now just work with what you have, make it the best that you can. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's just content.
Go from there. Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah. Because once you second guess yourself, or you're like, hold on, wait till I get this fucking, or like, you know what? Let me fucking order a new shirt. It's gonna come in 2 weeks. Fucking when I get that shirt, fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, just fucking, just do your fucking thing. Yeah. Just fucking do it.
I agree. You know, the card. You give me the card. I was thinking in my head. I was like, man, this is sick. Like that's why I said sick. Like, fuck, like,
thank you. Yeah.
Like, not a lot of artists do this.
Yeah, no, and it just goes back to like whenever I do go to those shows, like you're on stage and you might say, all right, thank you guys, you may follow me on fucking whatever the fuck you want to follow me on, but it's like they're
gonna forget.
Yeah, I like to go up to the people and be like, hey, thank you for coming to the show, and I hand them my fucking little fucking piece of paper.
They go home and the night, look at their loot and they're like, okay,
they might just they fucking throw it in their pocket, whatever the fuck, they fucking get drunk that night, whatever, but then they're gonna go home. They're gonna fucking empty out their pockets.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is this? And then like, oh,
this is fucking sick, man. This is the first time an artist has come on my podcast who has cards.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
2020, we're coming. We're working.
Shit.
We're working. I'm working. You know.
Yeah.
We're working, man. Shout out to the team. Shout out, like, and it's cool because like for the longest time ever, I was like, man, I'm like just like overall with
it's a business.
Yeah. Overall with my team, with my product, with my motivation, like I'm just like really, really happy where I'm at. So now it's just like grind time. And that's why, like I said, like, bro, both of them are calling off tomorrow because fucking we're out here grinding.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Salute.
So, yeah. So, no, and hopefully fucking their bosses don't hear this shit, but you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah,
but, you know, like, we're like, shout out to them because, like, we're out here working. Like, you know
this is work.
And it's just like, I mean, I would have came by myself, but it's like, fuck. Yeah. He's gonna fucking record.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Like I'm here by myself. Like I was gonna have homies help me out too, but things happen.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, and I was already contemplating, like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to go by myself. And I've been to shows by myself, and I've done it by myself, and I've linked up with other artists, and I was like for instance, I had a show in San Francisco like not too long ago, and I was by myself.
Damn.
And I brought my equipment, and I linked up with other artists there, and I was like, hey, bro, like I'll record your shit. Y'all record your set, you record my set, you know? And it was like, okay,
it worked out?
And yeah, for sure. I recorded his set.
Send it to him?
He didn't have a cameraman, so I recorded his set, and then he recorded my set, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's just like work with what you got.
Yeah.
I didn't have no fucking cameraman, but I worked with what I have. I have a camera. So let me just find somebody to fucking, do you know how to hold your hand up for a few fucking
I talk to somebody, I talk to people.
Yeah, it's just like I worked with what I got. And then I took that footage and chop it, and you would never know. You probably thought I had a fucking sick ass cameraman.
Straight up.
But it's just like I said, it just goes back to the determination of being able to make things happen.
How hungry you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Depending how hungry you are.
Yeah, it's like we're all like, especially like that's what's dope about other artists too. When I do go to like when I'm in a situation like that, it's like I know he's gonna want this content. Like who wouldn't want their set filmed, and you know what I'm saying, like especially if you don't have no one there to film for you. It's like, oh, we're both in the same situation. We're both trying to go. Well, like, let me help you out.
That's a connect. That's a connect. That's a follow for follow.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah. Shout out to Chabo and them. They're in Miami actually.
Sick.
Those who flew from him and Landy. Shout out Landy. They flew from Miami to San Francisco. Yeah. So they they're doing their thing out there too.
That's heavy too. That's heavy. That's
and like I said again, it was like they flew out there with like just them two. It wasn't like I got my team with me,
Right.
Because there's been other shows that like unfortunately right now I'm not that position where like I can bring my whole team with me yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, we're coming.
It's another good thing they're doing shows, man. Like not a lot of artists do shows either. Not a lot of artists give me cards. Not a lot of artists are doing shows.
Yeah.
Like, that's key. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit you have to do besides the album. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's just, like I said, it just goes back to being strategic and like, okay, I'm going to release this project. Okay, what's the promotion going to look like? Okay, this is how it's going to look like online. But what about when you go to a show? What's the promotion going to look like? Okay, well, let me make this card. What's the design going to look like? Okay, how simple is it going to be? Is it going to be a fucking card full of this dumbass shit like, oh, email here, this and that, this and that. But no, just keep it simple. Here's my Instagram, here's this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, straight
like
to the point.
If you look at it, it says Free for IP, a project by Melr One. And then there's my social media, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Straight to the point.
Just straight to the fucking point. Because I've been handed cards, and then I'm just like, damn, like, this is a lot of words. Like, I'm not trying to read all this.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's just like those little things, like, just like learning, like, the best ways to market, the best ways to promote, the best ways to, you know, everything. Like, just overall, just launching things in a way that
learn your own way.
Yeah. Launching things in a way that like is gonna be reciprocated really well. You know?
Right. You brought up Drake a couple of times. Drake brought him up twice. Is that like an influence for you?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, they'll probably front and say no, but come on, like fucking Drake is like God. You know what I'm saying? In this industry, he's like, yeah, for sure.
For your generation, our generation too.
Yeah, and I mean, I even like, and you know, like despite the shit where like people say like, oh, he has a ghostwriter and this and that. I mean, it's like, of course he probably fucking does. Like, when you're at that level, it's like you got to work with other people to expand your mind, to expand your creativity, to reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind working with other people. Like
ghostwriting.
Right now, maybe not.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I still got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? I still got my story to tell, and not just that. Like, I'm like maybe if it was like if I got asked to do like a certain fucking radio type of song, maybe I would like make it, but then if they were like, oh, let me come tweak this, I'm open to creativity.
Right.
You know
like change this word if you want to.
Yeah, I'm open to creativity. But like right now, like if it's like a project of mine or something, like that's why like every project I've ever made, like I don't make mixtapes. I make EPs because those are like mini albums to me. And those are like stories. So that's why each song is like placed in that order, because if you listen to it from start to finish, is a reason, you know, like if you listen to it, it's like, okay, I'm going to bring you up, like I'll probably hype you up, but then I'm going to keep it real, but then I'm going to like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a little mini like...
storyline?
Yeah, a little mini storyline.
Formatted?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's sick. I don't do mixtapes, I do albums.
Yeah, because like mixtapes are like, okay, let me just, all these songs, random songs, fuck it, put them together and then drop them. Yeah. But no, like that's why I really like doing EPs, because it's just like, I like 6 tracks, fucking... They all mean something. They all like
are relevant with each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Like they're all a little picture, and then you put it out. And it's not so much stress as a big ass album, because I don't like to flood people with too much music either. Right. And then it just goes back to being strategic. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you know, just that little niche of like not too much songs, but you also want more, because they're formatted in a good way. That's like a little story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Instead of just putting one single out on SoundCloud or whatever.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna put an EP where it's like 5 songs are like all turn up shit, and then like the last song is like I'm sad. Like I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Fuck it if that's what you want to do, but at the same time, like it's just like diversity, you know. Like you want just different shit. Like people want different things, and I'm here to make different things because I feel different things. Sometimes I feel like turning up. Sometimes I feel like fucking crying. Sometimes I'm going through a heartbreak and I want to like, you know, hear some sad
talk
shit.
about
like,
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, you know, it's just like being real. Like your emotions, like you have numerous amount of emotions, so there's numerous amount of songs that will fit for those emotions. But imagine only knowing one artist that only fits that one emotion. It's like you're only gonna listen to them a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
Or only those times that you feel that emotion. But if you have an artist that like can like really like hit those every emotion you have, like that's what I search for. I want people to like, if they're sad, if they're mad, if they're happy, if they want to turn up, they could go to me and find that song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because each song has a concept.
Because they know like, oh, he has sad songs, or like, oh, he has love songs, oh, he has turn up songs, oh, he has, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be that artist with like different, you know, different fucking
choices to listen to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Have you worked on a concept album or not yet? Or besides those albums, there's a whole EPs are a concept album, right? But they won't be considered a concept album, right? I mean, Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You know, like a fucking, I see what you're saying. But no, like I haven't, like, and honestly, I'm kind of scared, not scared, but I'm nervous of making like an actual big, like a big album, because I know, like when that album comes, like I gotta dig deep into some shit. I gotta talk, like I gotta, like, you know, you gotta put your story out there. Excuse me. So when let's say my debut album.
Right. There's no debut album yet, right?
No. It's just like I said, it's just all EPs. Like I'm just gonna stick with EPs for a while. Just kind of just push some shit out, push singles, whatever. But even then, those EPs have like, you know, little concepts. Yeah. You know, maybe like for instance, Face Fears was all about me like facing my fears and like, fuck it, should I do this? Should I keep going? You know? And then these days, it's all about my life at that moment. That's why the cover, I'm holding the diaper bag, because it's like, now I'm a dad now.
Right.
And it's like, you know, it goes through that stage. And then Free Fall. Free Fall is all about like me like taking the, like, because the whole EP is kind of more like on the love side. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, notice that.
Yes. Yeah. So Free Fall is more like, it's kind of like goes back to like me constantly falling into numerous amount of emotions with different women. You know? And like I just like if I link with, you know, if I connect with a female or something, like I just go all in and I free fall in it. You know what I'm saying?
Your feelings.
Yeah, like I just fucking, you know, like and I have homies who like I'll chop it up with, and then like I get their preferences, and they'll be like, oh yeah, like, you know, she's just like first like in other words, I'm a lover.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Sure,
that's what I'm getting right now.
Like I'm a big ass lover. Like whether like I've known you for like a little bit or like, you know, I give a lot of emotion. Like I'm a very, very strong like emotional person. Like, you know, with whether like I said, whether we've been talking for a day or we've been talking for years, whatever it is, like I get very invested. You know, I free fall into shit. You know, which is kind of, you know, gets good and bad. Yeah. But it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I have a lot of love to give, and I like a lot of energies. You know, there's different energies out there, and they all give me different emotions. And
you free fall without knowing the outcome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because like you say, you free fall, but you kind of free fall not knowing when you're gonna land.
Fuck.
And that's kind of like it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, what if I don't land? Mm-hmm. I'm just constantly lost into this emotion. Or there's times where I finally did land and I'm like, okay, like that wasn't meant to be. Or I'm like, okay, fuck, like I shouldn't have done that.
Like if you're falling, say your lady captures you, or your kid captures you, you know, somebody captures you, it's like, oh shit.
Not so much my lady or my son. Like, you know, like it's just within myself. Like I'm not, like like it's just tricky because, like, you know, I don't mean to, like, in no disrespect to my girl or nothing, because it's just tough. Like I said, I'm not a perfect person. And unfortunately, like, yeah, I'm young. So, like, you know, I had a kid young, you know what I'm saying? And then that forces us to grow up. But unfortunately, I'm not done growing up, you know? It's like I'm still trying to learn myself through these emotions and through these people and through these energies, let alone trying to, like, just commit, you know what I'm saying? And it's tough. It's really tough.
Because you're living. You live your life.
Yeah, I'm living to learn. And it's tough trying to, like, live to just please somebody else,
right?
You know? And that will prevent me from learning, you know. But I mean,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm following you.
You know, and it's tough, and it's like, and sometimes like, and maybe it's just me because I commend other people. Like I know other people who have like girls and stuff, and they're like committed and like, you know, they're doing their thing. And shout out to them. You know, like I commend them, and I commend people who are just like focused on, you know, but I don't know what the
in
fuck
a relationship.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. Like I don't know. Like,
I feel you. It's hard to explain.
It's hard because it's like, of course I have guilt. Of course I feel bad. Of course it sucks, but I'm just living, trying to figure myself out, you know. And unfortunately, me figuring myself out is in this way.
The music.
I mean, yeah, the music, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just like.
So how do you find comfort in that? As far as like, hey, you know, you're trying to figure it out. Who brings you back? Is it family? Is it friends? Is it?
I think my son.
Your son?
Like for sure, because it's like, my parents, through whatever they went through, they've always managed to stay in the household together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of friends and a lot of people who their parents aren't together.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of divorces. There's a lot of things, but like. I think and I commend my parents for like whatever they went through it, but they fucking stayed together. And mind you,
it's hard to do.
Yeah, and mind you, my parents also, like my dad had me at 15 and my mom was 19. Damn. So they didn't even experience shit yet. Mm-hmm. But, you know, as they were growing, they were experiencing, they went through their trials and tribulations, but at the end of the day, they stayed together to make sure that their fucking kids were set and they were, you know, they were more important.
Right.
So that's, and like, it's just kind of like, that's kind of what I'm going through right now with like, you know, like with my girl, it's like, I'm trying to figure shit out, you know, growing up young with a kid and a relationship. But at the end of the day, we're still trying to make shit work because of our son.
Instead of, you know, like, you know, getting sad about something or, you know, fights or something. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I was a young father myself, so I totally get what you're going through,
exactly.
You know?
It's like you can't like. It's different if we didn't have a kid. I'd be like, all right, fuck it, leave, or like, all right, you're gonna, or like, should be like, all right, I'm gonna just leave. But it's tough, like, you know, you can't like it like, I mean, you can only do so much at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, like, you can only do as much as you want to do for your kid. Like, you're just gonna fucking like try everything that you can to make sure that your son doesn't see, you know, because nobody wants divorces. Nobody wants their kids to like, okay, I'm gonna go pick them up, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody wants to split home, and that's what I'm trying to learn, and like I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cut ties with like, you know, other dumb shit, and like, you know, just learning this whole process and this whole thing. But
it's not easy. It doesn't sound easy.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, you know, and it goes back to because I free fall into those relationships that I free fall into.
Right.
It's like I can't easily let go of that either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just tough, man. It's just like
the best thing to do is just focus on the music. You know, that's what I would do. You know what I mean? Like like you said, your experience.
Because at the end of the day, like no matter what, like like me and my girl may not be straight, but or we are, but like what makes me the happiest is making sure that I'm constantly grinding on my music, because like I know some people, they'll prioritize, right? And that's a great thing to do. It's important to prioritize. But I know some people like they'll prioritize like going to the studio, or like going out of town to a show, or like doing, and like I said, everybody has their reasons, but like me, like I'm one to just fucking do it. Like if there's a show, if there's like if I gotta spend all night in the studio, like I'm sorry, like I get a lot of things where it's like my girl, she'll want me to stay home and cuddle, fucking watch a movie, but it's like, you know, like
you
I can't.
You have to
like,
work.
Like to a lot of people, it's like I'm just going to the studio and like probably drinking and making music, but to me, it's like no, I'm working to get somewhere. The same way that other people are go to college and go to the college building and they go in there and they do their homework to fucking get the career that they want. I go to the studio to make it work to fucking get the career that I'm gonna get.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's tough balancing and trying to have people understand, like, you know, like for instance, like my girl, or like just even like just, you know, just other people in general, just like other homies who want to go and party, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just go to the studio. You know, it's just like it's just tough, like
because you know it's gonna pay you in the long run.
Yeah,
it's gonna pay off in the long run.
And you know what? Like that shit ain't gonna happen.
Right.
But for whatever reason, if it were to happen and I didn't get to where I wanted to get to, I fucking made sure that I did everything I could to try to get to that place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like, fuck, like I don't want to have resentment. I don't want to like later on be like chilling later, like 10 years from now, just watching a movie with my girl and then start resenting her like, this is your fucking fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I rather like just make sure that I tried everything I can, you know what I'm saying? And I went and I did the efforts to make sure that I tried to make shit pop off.
Doing it now instead of waiting later.
Yeah, like I don't want.
That's the best.
It's like I don't want to be that guy at the end of the bar that would be like, "What if?" You feel me? I want to be that guy at the end of the bar that was like, "Fuck it." Like I tried, and I might be 50, and I'm still releasing shit. I'm still trying.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's like I'm always gonna pursue this.
Yeah.
And this is gonna pay off. I already know it is, but it's just like. Like I already see the toughness of balancing everything, and like it's just tough.
Reality, life, everything.
Yeah,
I totally get that.
But again, right now, like I said, I'm in a very, very comfortable state with my content. I'm in a very comfortable state with my team. Like I feel strong with everything, and like now we're just working. So
yeah, because
like,
you're killing it. You guys are killing it with the music videos, with the songs, and everything.
We're just being
shows.
persistent. Yeah, for sure. Like I got a couple other shows lining up, and like just promoting, just networking, just like. And like shout out to all the new fans, whoever's listening. Like I've been getting like a lot more DMs, like a lot more like screenshots. Like when I post on Snap or whatever, I'll see people be screenshotting shit. Like if I post like a flyer, or if I post like, you know, it's just
reposting.
Like like I'm seeing a lot of more feedback from the listeners, and that's love, and that's what like also like reassures me, like just keep going, you know, because I've had messages where they're like, dude, like your shit like really helped me through this time. you know, and it doesn't really kick into me where I'm like, damn, I really helped this fool fucking get. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I'm understanding that I'm impacting somebody in some way, like don't get me wrong, Lil Wayne is the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, and like in the most humblest way, I had somebody tell me like, bro, your shit was doper than the Carter 5.
Dope.
You know, or was it the 4?
5. The recent one was 5.
5, right?
Yeah,
okay,
5.
yeah.
And I agree with that. I agree with that statement. Yeah.
Right. You know, because it's like, and it might be because he might not be a Lil Wayne fan, but whatever. In his mind, somebody who's already a fucking multimillionaire, like who's been in the game, who he's famous, in his mind, this little dude from Blythe has a better project than that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like sometimes popularity, it like wins over like good content. You know, like if something's popular, it might be like for instance, if I drop some dope ass quality dope ass shit, right? But somebody else drops some like low budget whack shit, but he's popular and he has all kinds of friends and he has all kinds of shit, then he's gonna get more buzz.
Right.
But people are gonna sleep on my shit because I don't have that popularity, or I don't have all those friends. I don't have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So not always is like the popular thing the best thing. It's just popular.
Right. You keep talking, man. Keep talking. I'm just gonna charge my mic.
No, you could. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like in his mind, he erased the popularity of Lil Wayne, and he said he listened and he was like, no, like your shit's better. You feel me? And to me, that was like big to me. You know, I was like,
right. Was he a local guy? A local?
Yeah. He's from
local
Blythe.
Support is important. Local support. Yeah.
And it's tough because I always hear like, you know, like you never get support from your town until you make it.
Right.
You know, that's kind of how it is. But you know what? Like I do see, shout out to all the people from my town who do show me love and who do, you know what I'm saying? Because I pay attention to everything and everybody who likes, who retweets, who posts it. I pay attention, you know?
Yeah.
When you think like you're not like, trust me, I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And I also pay attention to the people who don't.
The haters?
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's always gonna be haters. Like always. Even
but no, I ain't tripping on them.
Fuck all them. Fuck all them. You just gotta keep doing what you gotta do. Because you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, you're on here on the podcast. We're talking like
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Because like we see the work.
Yeah, and like I said, like for instance, me coming here, it's like even doing this interview, like I'm glad. Like first, like this is like my first. Like I was telling you, this is like my first official sit down interview.
Right.
You know, besides like little media runs that I have after shows, but this is like my first real like long sit down, get to know me thing, and I'm glad that it happened because, like I said, like I want people to start knowing where I'm coming from because like
who you are.
Yeah, because like I'm telling you, like big shit's coming.
I'm learning. I'm learning a lot from you too.
Like, so and I want people to like get on the wave now. Yeah. Because like I said, like I'm telling you. And
you can hold your own. You can hold your own on the mic too. Like you sound good. He sounds good on the mic.
Yeah,
like you know, like
no, that's dope.
Your character, like you know.
Yeah, no, it's dope, man. I wish. Oh, well, we did record that. But yeah, I'm even getting comfortable with like stage presence.
Okay.
Cause like I would like early, like I said, we had a show like a few hours ago. Or shit, what time is it? 7? Fuck, we had I performed at 1:15.
Nice. You opened up a little bit.
There was like a fucking band.
Yeah.
And then there was like one artist, and then it was me.
Right.
And at the beginning, I was like, "Fuck!" And it's because I was late to the show. Like I was late to get on the fucking on the set.
Your time slot.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, "Fuck it!" And I was like, "Man, like ain't nobody gonna be there." Like this in the beginning. But then the homie shout out Cam, he was like, "You know what, fool? You gotta like that's the best time because you're gonna set the tone. And if you kill that shit, then the people after you they might look whack." You know what I'm saying? So and sure enough, like, you know, like humbly speaking, like I went up there, I drew, you know, like more attention, like somewhat of attention, and you know, like you could, you know,
you killed it.
Yeah, I killed that shit comfortably and humbly speaking, like hell yeah, I killed it. I fucking, you know,
with the experience that you have playing shows already. And what your man's told you, like, you know?
Yeah, and then just like with the reaction of the crowd, like people might not be like making noise and being like woo or like fucking, you know, or waving their hands, but the people who are standing there just staring, it's like, oh, they're staring because they're interested.
They're gonna remember that.
Yeah,
like who's that guy?
Yeah, like I see a lot of people, they might just be like standing, just staring at me, but they're not on their phones or they're not like talking amongst each other. They're just literally staring at me. Because they're interested. Yeah. They might not make noise or wave their hands or go crazy, but they're just watching because I'm like entertaining enough to like catch their attention.
And that's just practice for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
like you can do this differently the next time around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Same thing with the podcast with these guests. I'm like, okay, I gotta do something different with this guest and this guest and this guest. Like, and it's all different. Each guest is different because each guest is different characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm vibing with you because you can talk. You can hold yourself on the mic. Oh yeah. I interviewed a band this past weekend and it was very dull. Like it was very like they weren't giving me. They weren't talking. I was like, okay.
See, and that's what's like unfortunate because it's like you gotta remember like. You're not only promoting your music, you're promoting your character, you're promoting your persona, you're promoting everything about you so that people can relate to you so that they could continue to follow you because they have interest in you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I told this other girl, she was there, she was going to perform and she was kind of like, I could tell she was timid about performing.
A little bit scared.
Yeah, and I was like, look, like don't pay attention to the music. Like I told her, when you're on stage performing, it's all about your performance. You're entertaining at that point. People, like, they're going to listen to your music, but don't just stand up there, like, singing your song. Like, walk back and forth on the stage. Like, look at people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, interact with the crowd. Like, do your thing because you're entertaining at that point. But if you entertain them enough, then the music will be important when then they go and follow you and then they're going to listen to the music. But when you're on stage, the stage is for entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, the stage is where you got to go and sell these people that you're a performer, that you're an entertainer. Then they're going to take interest to go and listen to your shit because, you could put on a good show.
Right.
And imagine I had a dope-ass song, but I was just up there, like, in one spot just singing the song. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not really entertaining. They're going to lose focus. They're not going to pay attention. But if you're up there like killing that shit, doing your thing, they're gonna be like, "Damn, this was hype." Okay,
energetic.
Yeah, okay, damn, this sound kind of cool. Then they're gonna want to go and listen to the song. They're gonna want to go and check it out, and then that's how you know what I'm saying. So, like that just goes back to how we were saying. It's just like it's just about like right now on this podcast, I'm being as talkative and as informative and like even the shit like about my girl, like that's just gonna be that shit might bite
you in the back.
Yeah, it might fucking like whatever, but it's like I know somebody out there's going through the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, cause I was listening, oh shit, I know my homie is going through that right now.
Yeah, it's like I know there's other fools fucking going through the same fucking thing, dealing with relationships and like trying to like be with that person who it's but at the same time like
this is your time to shine on here. You know what I mean?
And not even just shine, but my time to like inspire and like let you know you're not alone. We're probably going through the same fucking thing. Right. And then it's funny because even like people who may not like you, or people who you don't like, for instance, me, because I'm like not like a fucking big public figure, but somewhat I'm putting myself out there as a public figure. But like people who may not like me, they might realize like, damn, I got a lot in common with this fool that I never thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like they say like if you really like sit down and get to know your worst enemy, we're gonna realize like you guys actually have a lot in common than you think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do is like I'm just here to promote my music and to tell my story so that you can know like, hey, we probably fuck with each other. And not just that, like whatever you're going through, like I'm going through the same thing. So hey, here's a song for you to listen to on your way to work or fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like here's a song that may speak on exactly what you're feeling because I'm probably going through the same fucking thing.
Straight
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to like, I'm just trying to like inspire, let people know they're not alone in whatever the fuck they're going through. If we're going through the same thing, like reach out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like inspiring content that, you know what I'm saying?
You're here for them. You're here for the listeners. You're here for the audience. Yeah.
And not just that, like it's for myself too, because if, like, imagine like you're going through something crazy, right? And then you find this one song that explains exactly what you're going through. You're going to be like, damn, this was going through the exact same thing. Well, imagine I make this song explaining everything I'm going through. And then someone hits me up. Hey, bro, I'm going through the exact same thing. I'll be like, damn, you're going through the exact same thing. It's like we're both going to connect. So that's why I love music, because like I may put something out and I'm like, essentially reaching out to an audience to be like, hey, does anybody fuck with the song? Because these are my feelings. Yeah, that shit was dope, bro. Like, yeah, I fuck with that song. Like, oh, really? Hell yeah. And that's inspiring to me. It motivates me. And also motivates them to keep going because they know that, somebody's going through the same thing.
Face fears.
Face fears.
You gotta face your fears, you know what I mean? Yeah,
for sure.
You have to put yourself out a public figure. Like, that's interesting with itself. Being a public figure is
humbly
we
speaking.
are.
Humbly
what we are.
speaking.
Humbly speaking is the same thing. But also same thing with myself, because It's like I had to change that. I had to say a few things, you know, to grab their attention. So what I said was like, you know, me fucking with the music is this and that. You know what I mean? Because I had to change my character in a way.
That's that's how I mentioned earlier where I was telling you, like, I'm glad that you got more opinionated.
Yeah.
And you, like, weren't afraid to, like, kind of just give an opinion because you know what? Like, you may want to sugarcoat things just to be on the fence with everybody so nobody hates you and nobody likes you, but everybody's just like, oh, he's cool.
Right.
But fuck that. Like, have an opinion. Voice your opinion. Like, same thing with me. Like, if I have a song, like, fuck it, don't censor yourself, you know, and that's what you like. I've seen that you're starting to do that. That's
this season I did, you know.
Yeah, it's like just
that maybe that'll make people write better music in a way. I'm not saying every music is good. Like I said, this to keep doing it for yourself, keep doing what you have to do, no matter what. You know what I mean? Fuck critics, fuck everything else, fuck me. Like don't pay attention to me. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's always gonna be critics, and you just have to put time in your craft. That's all I just want to say. Just put your time in your craft. Like, you know.
That's exactly what it is. It's like I said, like I may go I may go to the studio and like not even come up with anything that night.
Right.
But like I put that time to like find out if I could like make something good and like, you know, because you're not always gonna like, no matter what it is, like, you know, maybe like even you, a podcast or like fucking, you know, an
Painter
artist,
or something,
somebody, like you're not always gonna get a great fucking song or a great podcast with a great
guest or whatever,
or an artist. You're not always gonna get the best drawing, whatever, but it's just knowing that the more time you put into it, you'll get better at it. You'll get a better one than others, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
But investing in your craft.
Hell yeah, Melr One. We better close it up real soon. About an hour already. You know what I mean? Do an hour, so keep it low. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
That's funny because I was telling them, it's like, oh yeah, it's usually like about, you know, podcasts like I'd be like an hour, but that shit goes by fast as fuck.
It does go by fast. Like we keep talking, I mean, we keep going, but you know what I mean?
I'm not tripping, but
I want to like, you know, give it, you know, an hour just so you can like, you know, take it all in. Because you said a lot.
Yeah.
You said a lot, and I want them to take that in instead of them tuning out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think they'll listen to this and be like, damn.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Melr One.
See,
like, even because that's what I'm getting right now. Like, oh, fuck, like, this guy's
okay.
Like, I already know this is a good episode.
Yeah.
By the fact that you're speaking those words.
Yeah, and I'm excited for people to hear it because, like I said, like, this is kind of like the first, like, you know what I'm saying, like, real sit-down interview, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, like, for people to hear this and kind of, like, because, like, I've always just put content out, but... Like another thing, like for instance, like serious, like how I was talking to him about how like this is like not only do you invest into the music, but you're investing into like the person,
right?
You know, and sometimes like I'm not that great on social media to be like showing my day. Or like I get awkward, like, oh, you know, what up, Eric? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It gets awkward. It does get awkward promoting.
Yeah, I'd rather just release my content, and you could like learn me from there. But sometimes you gotta do shit like this, like an interview where people kind of like really get to know you, and like aside from the music, and they'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but yeah, that's why I'm excited that this happened, and I'm excited that I'm having my first fucking interview with the IA podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's dope, bro. Like, we're from, like, you know what I'm saying? We're the
same valley.
area and shit.
Yeah, same valley. Like, it's for you guys,
and
man.
it's dope because when we linked up on Twitter, it's just like, you know, like, even
naturally.
coming over here, I was like, hey, bro, you wanted to drink? Like, I'm going to bring some brews. And you're like, oh, I like anything. And I was joking with you, like, oh, I'll bring some old dudes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just cool because we never met each other. So, like, it's dope that, like, that connection is always
It's always valley connections, man.
Yeah,
it's always valley connections.
Yeah, exactly. It's always,
That's where I think we all connect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why, like, I'm saying, like, a lot of the, like, the people that I'm working with now is just straight off connection. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah, I really like what you're doing. Like I said, like, I'm glad you came on here. I really like what you're doing, the way you're promoting yourself. I told you before, I like the music. I like the videos. You're taking time. You're taking time with what you're doing. And you know it's going to pay off in the long run. Like, you know that. Like, you already know that.
We're setting stone. Me and the homies, we're setting stone. 2020, we're coming.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're setting stone.
Where can we find you at, man? I know you're plugging them at the whole time, but we go ahead and plug your stuff, man.
Yeah, no, just kidding. All my social media is at Melr Music. So that's MELR Music. My latest EP is called Freefall EP. Available fucking everywhere. And I produced all those songs too. Just like anything. Like,
right.
If you hear it from me, like I said, whether it's a fucking song, a fucking flyer, or anything, I made it. You know what I'm saying? And I say that, again, humbly speaking, but at the same time, like, fuck yeah, I made that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking happy with my work. Like, I really, really, like want my credit. Like, hey, I want you to know that you're about to hear this EP. I made every single song. I mixed it all. I mastered it all. I recorded it all. I wrote it all. I made the fucking artwork. Like that cover on Free Fall EP, I shot that with my iPhone in my kitchen. My girl took the picture and I edited it on, you know.
It's like a couch or what?
No, I actually used a stool, a drummer stool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the drum set. Yeah. I used the stool and I kind of just try to balance myself. Like, yeah.
All right.
And I did that and I fucking literally everything, bro.
Work with what you got.
Yeah.
That's key.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm taking in. They can take it in. The listeners like work with what you got.
Exactly. Yeah. I just it's like I learned that like you can't always wait till you have what you think you need. Mm-hmm. You might have everything in front of you. You're just painting a picture. You're making excuses, honestly. That's what it is.
It is, yeah.
Without knowing you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have everything you need in front of you. You just got to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. So what's next? What's next for Melr?
Shit, Ferraris and honestly, I'm just working like right now. This whole month, I'm gonna keep pushing Free Fall. I got the homie right here, JP. We got a project coming out next month in November. So we're gonna, me and him, we got a dual project coming out again, produced by myself, and it's like a duo type of thing.
Yeah,
we're like on both songs and shit, or we're on the whole EP, like fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, well, Melr One. Check out his music, Melr One. He's everywhere. You know, thanks for coming by. Thanks for driving by and Terry. Thank you, man. I appreciate that shit.
Yeah, this is exciting. I'm excited to see the reaction to this and shit.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for
thank you, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks to all the guys cruising. Appreciate it, man. All right. Peace. Melr One.
Hey. Yeah. Woke up feeling good. Woke up feeling like a champ. I got drunk last night, but I still made myself a